All right, aloha and welcome to those of you who are watching this in the future. This is the recording for our Flowetry workshop for March 30th, 2021. And again, we've done a few of these at this point, and the Flowetry workshop, what is it about? It's about being able to create a space for us to be able to practice Flowetry. Flowetry, you can think of it as like freestyle poetry, singing, spoken word. This is a space for us to be able to practice tapping into that creativity, to be able to kind of like meditate our way into that heart space, to be able to help dissolve any blockages and boundaries relative to speaking our truth, creative expression, and to be able to have fun and to be able to play and to be able to celebrate the creative expressions that come through each and every single one of us. So we'll get into a little meditation, and I'll just switch it over to gallery view so you can see who we have with us in the circle today. Myself, Brendan, we've got Neil, we've got Zoe, we've got Jessica Flash, we've got Camilla, and we also have Rachel, Rebecca, and also Jessica C in the audience as well. So thank you again, everyone, for being here and for being a part of this circle. Just inviting you to, again, just respect the space, respect each other, relax, have fun, and we're here to learn and grow. So just some quick housekeeping notes, again, for those of you who are here with this event and any of the events that we do through Paradigm Shift. Again, this one personally is a free to join, contributions encouraged. So I'll post my PayPal link into the info if you guys want to contribute any PayPal. It's up to you. It's totally welcome, and I appreciate it. And again, if you want to be able to connect further with the community, I also have my Patreon. That's where you can join there as a leading member at the $11 a month. And that's where you can also have your own events featured through the community as well, plus getting involved with the other additional things to be able to help support you on your journey as a conscious media creator. So I'll post the links into the Zoom chat just as we're getting ready there as well. And again, thank you so much, everyone who is also watching this in the recording in the future. So we'll start off just with a little bit of a meditation, and from there we'll get right into just practicing. And this will be a pretty short and sweet workshop as we, again, just kind of like keep a pace moving through. And so again, you know, this is really important for me, being able to practice Flowetry. This is something that helps me kind of just get into a rhythm and flex that muscle that also kind of expands into my other creative expressions and practices. So over the past little bit, I've been really, again, showing up for these workshops, and just like other stuff has been super like rejuvenating for a part of my spirit where it's like, ooh, like that's exciting. I like being able to tap back into that. So that's what we're here to do today. So let's just do a little bit of a meditation. We'll drop into our heart space, and then we'll just kind of pass it around and practice there. So just invite everyone to just take a moment here and just gently close your eyes. Just go ahead and just connect with your breath. Soft, gentle exhales and soft, gentle just soft, gentle inhales, soft, gentle exhales. And as you're breathing here, just allow yourself to come into this place of calmness, this place of serenity. And with each breath, just allowing yourself to be able to let go of any energy that maybe might have been something you were caught up in earlier in the day, any old belief systems telling you that maybe you weren't creative enough or that you shouldn't speak your truth. Honoring all those as a part of yourself. Yet here, as we invite ourselves into this space with this class, just allowing any of those old stories and programs and paradigms to just gently dissolve. And as we do this, just inviting ourselves to be able to really visualize in a way that works for you, just feeling this infinite flow of creativity moving through us. You can imagine this as like water kind of coming down, pouring through you, through each of your chakras, through your heart. And really the most important part in this moment, regardless of the visual, is just being able to bring awareness to the fact that you are a channel for infinite creative energy. You are a channel for infinite creative energy. And so the energy that we're going to practice communicating here through voice, through word tonight, is no different from any of the other energy that just moves through you. It's all one and the same. And yet here we are, just being able to create the space and the channel to express it through word. Just as you would easily bring movement to your body, so too, as you practice this this practice, you will be able to bring ease to your expressions and your spoken word and your confidence and being able to tap into the creative energies that move through you. So before we conclude this meditation, I invite you to be able to feel into a mantra that really just reflects the intention of showing up to this class for you. Something along the lines of, I am a channel for infinite creative energy, or I am creative, or my voice is important, or I am full of beautiful sounds and beautiful stories. So just take a moment here to just be able to bring in those affirmations, straighten up your posture. Just take a couple more breaths here. Just allowing ourselves to open up to whatever creative energies move through us here tonight within this practice. And falling in love with that excitement, excited to see what will come through us tonight, and holding space for that within our own hearts. So feeling our hearts open up a little bit more, feeling the excitement cultivate within inside of us. We'll bring that with us throughout this discussion and throughout this workshop here tonight. So when you're ready, gently keeping this awareness within your body, within your energy field, slowly we'll bring our awareness back to our physical body. So we slowly wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers, gently open your eyes, and return your awareness to the space around you. Cool. All right. So we'll I'll at this point again, we'll just kind of like get into just like practicing Flowetry. All unless anybody else, does anybody else want to go first? Like I'm not set on going first. I mean, I know Neil and I are probably like always eager, but honestly, if anybody else is just like, you know what, like I'm feeling extra brave today. If anybody else is just like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. You're more than welcome to. If anybody does want to be able to jump in, just go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'll jump in first. And yeah, I've really been feeling like I want to be able to like practice like singing as well. So maybe I'll start with a little bit of that as well. So last call. Nobody else want to be able to jump in first? Otherwise, I'll go, which is totally cool. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me practice doing some freestyle Flowetry singing. So again, when we're doing the Flowetry, I really invite people who may be new to this to kind of bring in themes of things that you're already familiar with. And this is where bringing in themes of things related to spirituality and consciousness can be very powerful, because that is like wisdom that is already within our heart. And that's a big part of the Flowetry practice, is really being able to know that there is like this infinite abundance of wisdom that is already inside of us. It's this idea of, so much of what we're going through and growing through is a process of remembering. So when we kind of like look inside of ourselves for that wisdom, we can use that as a resource to be able to draw themes and ideas and words and concepts from, to be able to express our truth. And you can even do it with the intention of being able to say like, okay, like what is the truth I'm trying to express? What is my intention right now? Let's say our intention can be quite simple. Our intention is to be able to serve as a mirror for others to see themselves, to open my heart and help others do the same, to be able to help others see the magic, to be able to help inspire people to make a difference in the world. These are, again, just kind of concepts that you can kind of like integrate as you, again, use those as kind of guidelines to be able to help with the channeling process as well. And that's very much what this is very much like a form of channeling. So you can kind of like tune into that frequency, and that's what the practice is. So I'll start off here. So let me just get myself nice and ready. And I'm not even going to try getting myself like too ready. Again, part of it is just kind of like being able to just be like, let's go, boom, right there in the moment. So, and again, you're welcome to like close your eyes, and thank you guys for holding space as I give this a shot. So and so like the breeze, we will blow, spreading leaves and seas across these seas. There's no doubt of how far our story goes. For your voice travels with it the ages before you. And as you listen to your heart, you will feel your ancestors standing before you. And so let this journey be one that is for you and for all of those who you stand beside, who you see eye to eye. For together our voices will flow on the winds of the ages they'll blow. And when we open our hearts, we help others see the truth of their parts. Cool. All right. I'll take a break there. So cool. Feel free to show love. And like, again, like, thank you guys for holding space. Yeah, like that's like the singing thing for me is like still something like this is, again, you know, creating this space, like for me is like, I'm right here with you guys. Like I am like stepping into realms of my own uncomfortableness with you, you know, like you guys can tell me how that sounded and stuff like that. I'm not like, and that's the idea. Like I'm not trying to make it, I'm not trying to make it perfect or anything like that. We're not here to be perfect. We're just here to be. And that's kind of the thing, you know, when we allow ourselves to just kind of be, we celebrate for what it is. And we're not trying to compare. We're not trying to, you know, just kind of make it into some grandiose thing. Just let it be. Just let it be, you know? So again, this is a practice of really just being able to practice being very gentle with ourselves as well. And again, if you find yourself in the moment where you're kind of doing the Flowetry, what I like to be able to do, and welcome Hummingbird and Leeza for joining. Thank you guys for joining as well. And I know Cami's heading out soon. So Cami, if you want to jump in soon after this. So again, just a couple tips. I've kind of mentioned this before, but a couple of new people joining. For me, what works with the Flowetry is, again, it's kind of like this process of, it's meditation. It really, really, really is a meditation. So it's being able to be very aware of yourself in the moment and being very present with your thoughts, where your focus is more kind of about being in your heart, opposed to actually trying to think the words. And when you're in your heart, the words come through you, sort of thing. So it's kind of like this process of almost surrendering, of almost letting go. And also kind of trusting in this process that, like a stream of water, there is always more water, in this case, creativity or information that's kind of like flowing through us. So as long as we are open for it, those next ideas and those next words, they just kind of arrive into us. And so we are here to receive it. The times where we struggle are, again, kind of where we get into that mode where we feel like there's just kind of like a bump, or we're just like, oh no, I'm overthinking it. And when you feel those moments arise, those are great moments to be aware of, like actually like become aware of that. And then if you need to, again, you're in a space for practice, take another breath, slow down, and then just allow yourself to pay attention. And what you're doing here, it's like, this is, and again, I'm kind of becoming aware of it as I say this, so much of what we're doing here with the Flowetry practice, it's not so much talking, it's actually listening and then talking. If you can kind of differentiate that slight little difference, like it's you being the receiver, the channel, and then delivering what you've heard kind of come up within your heart. And it's a very kind of non-linear thing, trusting that the process is already coming into you and through you. Does that make sense for you guys? Again, I know we're kind of like trying to explain. It gets very metaphysical, but that's the whole point, I guess. So, okay, just checking in. Who wants to be able to practice going next? And again, you can do spoken word, song, whatever you guys want to do. We'll pass over to Cami. Okay, cool. All right, so Cami, thank you so much. And for everybody here, let's show love to Cami. And Cami, take as much time as you need, and we are here to hold space for you and have fun with it. So show love to Cami. Show love. Welcome, Cami.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna try singing a little. My voice is healing, but yeah, Source is calling me to sing, so we'll see how it goes. I'm letting go of control, letting my soul go with the flow. I'm finding hard to step aside and let this go into my flow. Let my voice speak my truth. Let my heart beat so true. I don't know why I'm so attached to control. Letting go, stepping into the flow. Letting go, going into my soul. We are one, we are heart, we are earth, we are flow, and we spiral like the mirrors that reflect each of us. I am you, you are me, and we grow in this flow. You reflect my own soul, and we grow in this flow.
Wow, beautiful. Show love for Cami. Cami, that was amazing. How did that feel?
It's weird because my voice is really struggling, and I'm used to being able to sing like super easily. So exercising it is it's weird when it doesn't come out the way I want it to come out, but it just comes out the way it has to. So that's good too, and that's you know, it's okay. It's okay that I'm there and I'm healing, and I thank you guys for holding space.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Cami. That was so beautiful. And again, for Cami and for others here, I really encourage you guys, like when other people are doing, like feel free to close your eyes and like really listen. Like honestly, Cami, and I'm curious if other people here, while you were singing, I had like tingling activation sensations, like listening to you.
Uh,
You
my
know, and
my hands are kind of like I'm feeling a lot of flow with my hands and my heart.
mm,
Just a lot of tingling, yes.
yeah. And again, usually like that's in correspondence with like having that like alignment through our heart space as well. So like listening to you was actually like I could feel it like kind of like opening my heart space because it was just like, oh, like this is like really, really special in this moment to be able to see that and to feel you just kind of speak in your words too as well. It's literally like when we do this, it's like us listening to spirit, like this is consciousness seeing itself. And um I know, again, Neil, I know you've talked about this before, this idea, and this is really cool. And I know we'll pass to the next person in a second, where all these ideas of like higher conscious civilizations, how like their form of music is like all improvised or like majority is improvised. So it's like, yeah, you can write music and script it out and everything like that, but it's like they actually focus on the idea of just being like, yeah, let's just jam, let's just freestyle, let's just like speak in the moment type thing. So again, I think what we're doing here is actually kind of like trend setting. People have this idea of perfection and they have to have a credential and permission to express themselves. But here it's just like, no, we can just create things, boom, 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 right on the spot. And we can do that at any moment. So Cami, thank you again. And you're heading out shortly, correct? If you're still doing that. So
I'm sorry?
You're heading out shortly still?
Yes, I have to cook dinner.
Okay. Well, thank you again for dropping in, and feel free to let us know when you're heading out. And it was beautiful just listening to you as always. So thank you, Cami.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Awesome. All right. Did did somebody else need to leave early? If anybody else wants to go next, Jessica, maybe it's up to you. Whatever you feel.
Yeah, I should probably head out. I'm trying to work up a little more courage here, but all right, I'll go for it.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody here, show love for Jessica. Show love.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. I feel the pines beneath my feet. I can smell it on the wind. I am looking for something. It is here within these woods. I roam and search under rock and tree, stone, over rivers, into valleys. I look. Where am I going? What is calling me? I hear it. It is soft. It is sweet. It is a song. I follow it, not knowing. My feet, they go. They fly. I am soaring. I am high up in the clouds. I am above the trees. I am one with the wind. And then I am falling. I see the ground. It comes up hard. I crash. I roll. I look up. And there she is. Plumage as bright as the sun. A song unlike anything I can describe. It is the truth I seek. I must have it. The want overtakes me. I pull the bow and I dock the arrow. I knock it high into the sky. It strikes true and darkness falls. All right, that's all I got right now.
Wow.
Thanks.
Powerful story. Thank you, Jessica.
You're working through some shadow stuff right now.
Well, thank you for being here. And yeah, that's storytelling is such a powerful way to do that. So beautiful. Awesome. Well, Jessica, I'm glad you were able to drop in, and yeah, we'll catch up when we can. So beautiful. Awesome. Lots of love. So okay, cool. All right, we'll keep things going around, and again, just context for those of you who are here. Like, yeah, there's no expectation for Flowetry having to rhyme. Again, like I think as we do it, we'll begin to find a balance between sometimes it rhymes, and then sometimes what you'll find is your ability to kind of like change the influctuations and the cadence and the rhythm will also help you kind of like find other ways to navigate that. So again, it's like a muscle, and as you do this, you develop a confidence where you'll find yourself in those spots where it'll be like, oh no, like what do I do here? But if you've done it enough, you'll be like, okay, like I know what moves. There's always a move I can make. And I think that's like a powerful mantra for life and for Flowetry as well. It's like there's always a move you can make, and sometimes that move is to conclude it, but at the same time, it's just be like, okay, sometimes that move can be a breath and then segue and then find another word that rhymes and things like that. So yeah, there's a few ways to play with them. Okay, let's keep things rolling around here. Who wants to go next? Go ahead and just let us know. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Leeza, and then Neil or whoever else wants to go next after that. We'll go from there. And yeah, we got a smaller group today, so we'll probably have a little bit more time to just kind of practice around. And that's what this is. This is all just practice. So good job. This is like going to the gym for our spirit. That's what this is. So you guys are lifting weights right now, getting pretty strong. So let's show some love for Leeza. Leeza, passing it over to you. Show love, Leeza.
Thanks, guys. All right, I just gotta. Every time I press the unmute button, it's like, whoa. So I just gotta like. The words they come, the words they go. The words may fly above the soul. The words can come and then they go. We hold onto what we must let go. Let go and be free. Let go and let live. Live your life from moment to moment. Each moment is true. Each moment is real. Each moment you live, each moment in here. Find your flow and find your breath. Keep going until you find a rest. And when you rest, just know it's true that you can always be true to you. I know it's hard. I know it's rough. The lows are low, but you are enough. You can be who you want to be. You are enough to do what is true. So keep on going, keep on trucking, find your flow, and keep on rocking. Whatever you want, whatever you need, we're here to tell you it's inside of your feet. So find the flow and love as you go unconditionally is as the love continues to flow.
Awesome. Show love, Leeza. Good job. So cool. Yeah, Leeza and I, we were practicing Flowetry last night in the Hobbit party too. So like that, we were in a different zone for that one, I think. So a little bit looser and everything like that. So and I noticed that. I noticed again, you know, like sometimes like the Flowetry, it really kind of fluctuates based on kind of like where our energy's at and stuff. Like for example, if it's like, oh, it's been a long day, like it can be hard to do Flowetry and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, we're like high vibing already, and then it's just like, here it comes. So I think again, you know, like even just as we're doing this, it's just like, you know, like it's like it requires a certain degree of almost like electrical energy. So I feel like if we're a bit fatigued, sometimes it's like things can get harder to kind of be like get out there in the same way, which is interesting because it's still like worth to observe. But yeah, I mean, Leeza, if you wanted to share, like how did that feel for you, like in terms of like just being aware of kind of like maybe how you're feeling today and just even comparison to yesterday and stuff like that. If you want to
Yeah.
talk about it, or anything, you're welcome to.
It's actually like, I feel like it's more powerful when you're in that low state in a way for me right now, just comparing it, because it's like when you're in that high vibrational, like you're getting all these things out, but then when you're in that, like, you know, the fatigue starts to set in, and it's maybe a little bit more difficult to find your way. And I think continuing and pushing through that block is so powerful, and is what, like, I mean, each way, like you can learn something from each time you do it. And like, just to be able to know, okay, even if, you know, it's been a long day or you're tired, and just to put yourself out there and to just, you know, okay, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to find my way through and navigate this road and continue. And it's like, it's a relief in a way, in a different way than how it was before.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, it's kind of like, oh, did I lose my train of thought there for a second? What was I going to say there? Oh yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, and just echoing that, again, you know, like with Flowetry and other stuff, I like to kind of encourage the idea of like lean into the harder choice. So, you know, like if you're like, be like, I'm kind of tired today, I don't want to do it. Like if that's how you're feeling and genuinely feeling that way, the easy choice would just be say no, call it a day and stuff like that. And that's okay. And then you can totally do it. But at the same time, it's just like, you know what? Like, I'm going to try it anyways. Like, what's the worst that would happen? I embarrass myself. Like, I mean, we're in a space where that's already like encouraged, you know, like we don't even have the context of embarrassing ourselves. It's just practice as well. So again, it becomes almost like an experiment where it just be like, yeah, it's like, let's try Flowetry like first thing in the morning. And then like after an exhausting day, and then observe like how even in the exhausting day, there's almost like a style of Flowetry that will come through that will still be an authentic expression of where your energy's at as well. So the flow tree is always, it's not going to be a consistent thing. It's always going to be kind of a reflection of where our energy's at. So that's where, again, I think doing flow tree at times where we're at different emotional places can be very healing and cathartic as well. You know, it's like if you're in a high vibe, super excited, joyful place, like do that, see what comes through, see how it becomes an expression of that. And then at the same time, you know, it's like, oh, like I just got out of like it's been a hard day, energies, emotions, and stuff like that. And doing, you know, and again, it could be written poetry, flowetry, whatever. It's a journaling process, however you want to explain it. Can be a very powerful way for you to just be able to help move that energy, and it can become a catharsis as well. So, and again, a way for you to just be able to almost listen to yourself when you say it. Like you can almost use flowetry as a way for you to speak to your own soul, where it's just like, how am I really feeling right now? And be like, okay, let's try doing some flowetry, how I'm feeling right now. And be like, today's been a sad day, but that's okay because I'm gonna be stronger anyway. Like something like that. Again, that wasn't me. Today's been a decent day for me. So I mean, but again, you know, like that idea of just being like, oh shoot, you know, like flowetry can actually become a modality for us to cultivate awareness with our own energies as well. So yeah. Again, and us just talking about it, like I'm like learning it with you guys. I'm like, whoa, like this could go really deep. And there's probably a reason why in other cultures, it's probably been something that has been, you know, kind of like ingrained into their artistic expression. I guarantee you, like in many of the ancient cultures, like free form vocal expression was like a part of their culture in some way. And we've probably kind of lost it, which is why I feel going back to it is actually very powerful for us, kind of going back to the wisdom of our heart space. Cause it's like going back to like the wisdom of our elders and ancients as well. Like they'd be probably pretty impressed to be like, oh, this is cool. You guys are like doing something we used to do, and now you're doing it on Zoom or something like that. So okay. Leeza, was there anything else you wanted to say? It's totally fine otherwise, if there's...
I just want to say thank you for creating this space, and like,
Oh, thank you.
Like just having it recorded and being able to be like, you know what, I might be embarrassed and that's okay. Like thank you guys for having this space and being so accepting of everything. So
Thank you. Thank you too. Yeah. Again, you know, this is a space designed to like cultivate courage. So to each of you here, you know, like celebrating our courage. And again, for those of you who are just here to watch and listen, please like take from it what you need. So if you're just like, you know what, like this was really awesome, and maybe next week I'll feel like it's ready for me to jump in, you know, like go at the pace that's right for you. We're here to honor it. So cool. Okay, let's keep passing things around. Again, anybody else who wants to jump in, just go ahead and let us know. And Neil, we'll pass it over to you next. And yeah, I'd love to, again, even just feel free to, if there's stuff that we've been talking about, Neil, we can just chit chat for a bit and you let us know when you're ready to jump into things. Always appreciate your insights on this, dude. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, today I feel really off today, personally. I've had a very intense past week. A lot of crazy business stuff happened and life-changing situations within the business, you know? So kind of, I'm feeling a little down. So I don't really want to go into anything besides maybe just expressing myself today. But I do kind of want to say something about the embarrassing thing. Sometime in my past, I did realize that, you know, I used to feel very intimidated around people when I would be performing and I'd get embarrassed. And then I shifted that belief to realizing that if I'm feeling embarrassed and someone else is like, because I'm around people and I'm doing an embarrassing situation, it shows more about the person who is judging me than me being embarrassed. You know what I mean? So it's like no one has the right to judge us, especially if we're expressing ourselves freely, right? And even with that being said, it's still hard to do this, you know? So I'm gonna go into, I was wondering, is it cool if I maybe just do a poem and then then put on an instrumental, which you will hear through the share screen, and freestyle a little song?
Yeah, absolutely, do. Whatever you feel you want to do right now is cool. So that's awesome.
Okay, so this is called The Sixth Sun. And it's about the nine hells, like Dante talks about, also the hope you talk about, and then the sixth sun, which is like the ascension. Enter the maze, the abyss, where misery sits, the inferno that is too hot to sit, yet alone take a stand. This is the land that you'll forever be in. Doesn't really exist in the realm of men and women. Souls come down to explore this world. You're renowned in the depths of this place where the gods and humans who waste their life disgrace their time on this 3D line. Down we fall to the underworld, But my question is, can we fall anymore? We were angels who dropped, tripped, and fell into earth. We are volunteers, not celestial beings who are cursed. What is the worst thing that can happen with so much chaos and lyricists rapping, expressing themselves through flows until you enter the first hell entitled limbo, where the unbaptized and pagans go? I guess I'll enter this realm because I know there was once more than one, until humanity decided to worship the sun. Many gods with the lowercase g. Their words were empty, providing technology that has been lost to time until Revelations transforms the central mime. Enter the realm of lust. Stuck, no balance. Patriarchy has done its damage, over-sexualizing, controlling minds, but I managed to break free. Every now and then until they catch up with me. Science, entertainment, and media we can't trust. This fiending can we adjust from a millennia of rust, wipe off the dust as we raise our cups to the highest of levels. We've all had various forms of devils. Personified energy combined with heavy metals will shift your brain as we enter the next two planes of existence. Gluttony and greed are hells that are persistent. I'll remove all items from my wish list. To this personal hell I've been resistant. Many are coexisting with demons that are misfits as we shift our intentions and belief systems around what is our mission. On this third planet, we are stranded. One day, this illusion will straight up vanish. The greed is the fourth cycle in this inferno, where humans fight for money and valuables. The I Am Presence knows the grand design is purely intellectual. Well, anger can consume you. Enter the tomb. Your tombstone will join the other souls that could not move on or past grudges that last multiple lifetimes, running too fast, foot in the gas, exploding and erupting, spreading lava all over the place. Move up to the circle of heresy, where heretics spend eternity, dubbed to be blasphemy, ashes, and a scorching fire. Those that have been wired not to believe what is commonly accepted and retire organized religion with an alternative vision of a personal hell that would diminish. This life is finished, made in his image, but dismissed by God into the seventh and eighth, encompassed with violence and fraud. If you feel these flows, give your head a nod. Ground into the earth with a copper rod. Conscious awareness will never be outlawed. I applaud the ways you move through this maze. At the end, seeing the light of day, climbing up the hierarchy into the ninth hell of treachery, the last aspect of duality needed before the extrasensory gifts come online. DNA strands activate and vibrations inside. Each one of us will rise as life moves on from struggle to joy and fun as we enter the sixth sun. The sixth sun has risen. We're now in the sixth world, spread for years by our human peers. The sixth sun has risen. We're now in the sixth world, spread for years by our human peers. The sixth sun has risen. We're now in the sixth world, passed down for years by our human peers through oral tradition. Information about our collective mission, what a new reality would envision, spoken through Toltec and Aztec wisdom. We discuss and perceive larger cycles of time than even the Maya depicted. It was known when a transition that started in 1991 as we began to move from the fifth to the sixth sun. What are we waiting for? What have we waited for? These wars will stop. The sunspots increase in diameter and frequency as the frequency of this planetary body shifts and changes. So does the neural networks within our brains, kids, adults, animals, family. We've been blinded, you see, to the vibratory energy that the universe breathes. In the last of the nine hells, exiting the solar plexus, humans unable to think for themselves. We're at a nexus point. A decision shall anoint. The sun god I point out is the Son of God that resurrects and reflects over water, including the second ocean, known as space, where the cosmic rays during this transitory phase will encase and wash over the solar system. And in the skies, we may see both stars become one as we enter the sixth sun. The sixth sun has risen. We're now in the sixth world, spread for years by our human peers. That's it.
Beautiful. Show love for Neil. That was awesome, dude. When did you write that one?
Like a few weeks ago.
Cool, man. And can you just out of curiosity, like the sixth sun, can you explain that real quick? Like what the meaning of the sixth sun is, etc.?
So there's two different concepts. Like a lot of native tribes talk about the fifth world, moving into the fifth world, which people correlate with the fifth dimension. The certain tribes, such as the Hopi, say it's the sixth sun, that it's just the sixth evolution of a cycle on Earth. So that's pretty much what it is. And then they also talk about the nine hells. So each of those hells, like what I was talking about, gluttony, greed, lust, like each of those are a hell. And then the last hell is the nexus hell. And then after the nexus hell, we go into the sixth sun. So the first four verses were basically about a journey through the nine hells. And then the last verse was going into the sixth sun.
Very cool. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. Well, go ahead, man. The talking stick is in your hand. So if you want to jump right in.
I'm going to do this beat.
And yeah, and honestly, if we can get some like the idea of being able to play with some beats in the background, I do like that, and it's something that after you, if I'd be down to give it a shot. But anybody else feel free to jump in. Do you want me to
Yeah.
set you as co-host so you can screen?
Oh, I've already got it. I think it's working.
You shouldn't be able to screen share
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It gave me the option to do it. Watch,
Alright.
check this out. You hear that?
Yep. Not
You hear my voice over it?
yeah, just notch it down just a little bit.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Though.
Down. Like here, right here?
No, a little bit lower.
Okay.
Make it lower.
Check. Well, hold on. I could turn my mic down a bit. Put my mic up here. Hold on.
You can turn the audio down. The audio is like bring the audio down to 0 and then just notch it.
Okay. Like this? Yo.
Like it doesn't sound like it's changed at all.
Alright, let me try one more time on a different way.
Like if you can change
Yeah.
it layer. There we go.
How about now, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Is that okay with you
Okay.
guys? Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Go for it, Neil.
Alright, yes. Oh, let me start the beat over again. Check it. Hello, it's just another day. I came in this world to just, play with you and with every single person in the scene. Spitting conscious poetry every day, I'm so mean. I pop my collar looking clean on the street, but I'm just throwing up love energy. Throwing it high into the sky so I can levitate the minds with the words I spoke inside. I'm token and I ride on the quantum wave. I used to be a slave to the day, never want to follow. I went through the hollow earth, realized my worth, and then came back out. Earth birthed me, and now I have no damn doubts. 100% intention is all in my head. I lived a life 1,000 times, I've been so many times dead. I resurrect the Christ consciousness within, committed so many sins, but all I do is win. But I don't really win cause it's a neutral energy. I just want to be free in this world. I was empty at one point. I anoint the Christ consciousness in my own third eye so I can waken up and levitate minds with the words that I spit. Fully equipped with cosmic consciousness in my backpack. I attack the MC so whack, but only with the love. You see, I compliment from above. I don't have to battle. I rattle like a snake. I break through this wake in this oceanic way. The black ocean. I'm coming and I'm token. Words that I'm spoken. You know how I'm joking. The cosmic joke again is part of you and your friend. I never want to send anything but a real divine message from up above. It's called the God, love frequency. I never had enough. So this life is supposed to be tough. Duality, chaos, it makes you erupt. Sometimes I go crazy inside. My mind has all this anxiety and I want to fry. I used to smoke a lot of weed to stop it, and now I know that there's other ways to control this. Maybe meditate, maybe concentrate my mind on something that comes from the inside. And I spark with my heart. I'm coming through the dark. I came through the dark so that I can see the light. The most unconditional thing that the light did forever was let the dark live within it. That's the weather. Will change, rearrange the networks in your brain. I've been on this plane for some time. Divine rhymes, I'm here to spit. Yes, this is me. I used to be desolate because all I saw was corruption, Illuminati, eruption. I didn't want to be fussing, so I'm taking my sovereignty back. This is the way that I will be here, and that's a fact. That the
Oh, I think Neil might have froze there. So we can keep. Should we keep the? Oh, it looks like it literally just dropped in there completely. Oh, okay. We'll give it 2 seconds. And oh, Neil, you're back. Okay.
yeah. My internet cut out.
Yeah, I was so ready to just be like, and I'm gonna pick up the beat where he left it before.
Oh, bro, that would have been sick.
I'm ready for it. But go ahead, man. The mic's still in your hands, so keep.
Well, no, I was actually in my last 2 words right when it cut. So.
Oh, really? Go figure.
Yeah, you want to play the beat though? Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, man. If you can play that
All right,
beat, we can play around with it for a little bit more, and then again, anybody else, just feel free to let us know when you're ready to jump in. So, at this point, floor is open. So if anybody else even wants to jump in over the beat, you guys are more than welcome to. So, okay. Once we get going, Leeza, if you can give me a thumbs up if it sounds good. So because I'm not sure how the cross mic will work. But if I'm talking
It sounds
right now,
perfect on my end.
All right, okay, let me try this here. Yo, here we go. Rocking with this flow, allowing ourselves to connect into what we already know, because we're here to remember and to awaken the dream that not is all as it seems. We've been shifted through paradigms before, in all ways across the checkered floor, playing this game. We ain't no pawns, we're the kings and the queens, and we're gonna take a stand on all the things that are right for us in this world, all the stories that are gonna unfold. We are here turning the pages of the ages, connecting to the wisdom that is inside of us like sages. So I look at you and I see you with the heart. I see you with all of the parts that make you up, of who you are, the light and the shadow and everything between. It doesn't matter because we've all been mean. We've all been on each side of the green. And now we are here to come together as one, to bring together all the pieces of the sun, because like reverse time theory, it's already done. We just got to fold into the place like this one. Breathe into this moment, here to own it. Each one of us gonna bring about atonement. So yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes. This story, this blessing, like the setting sun. Wherever you go upon this earth, the sun is always setting somewhere. So do not forget that there is no moment left where you cannot be reborn and tell your story again. For each and every day is an opportunity to meet a new friend, a mirror that you see when you wake up to who you are. This is the gift that we are carrying you far, bringing forth the wisdom that has already been within. Helping others see to alleviate from sin, the sin of lack of knowledge and stories of the old, but we are here to awaken and let the truth unfold. And this is the power, and this is a gift. So let us share it with each and every single one of us. This is going to be the time of the ages, about the new stories, wizards, and secrets. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, cool. What? That was fun.
Hey, that was sick, dude.
Thanks, Ed. Likewise, man. I'll just practice. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Rebecca. Cool. Okay. Anybody else want to try jumping in on the beat here? No pressure. We can slow it down for anybody else who hasn't gone yet. If you guys just want to keep it simple, it's up to you guys. So we'll feel it out. Leeza's.
I mean, I would like to try, but without the beat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'll switch it off right now.
Hold off on the beat for now. So okay, cool. Awesome, Neil. Thanks again, man. And what was the beat on that? Was that
On the what?
What's the beat source? Like what's the music?
Okay, it's just a free Joey Badass type beat called Learning on YouTube. I'll put it in the chat room.
Sure. Okay, cool. And then people can practice that on their own. So cool. Okay, well, Zoe, with that said, we can pass it over to you. And thank you again, Zoe, for joining. And again, please, by all means, you can talk first. You can take your time, and whatever you feel called to do, the talking stick is in your hand. So we're here to support. So show love for Zoe. Show love. Welcome, sorry.
Yeah, I'll just like take a few seconds to adjust. Yeah. Sometimes speaking gets too hard, but the song of the universal mind moves through me, flows through me. And sometimes it feels like I'm dying. But all of a sudden I am flying. 'Cause I feel the support of all of my angels, of all my ancestors, and the fairies, the gnomes. There's this creative force moving through me, running through me. Sometimes it's scary to let it out, but all of a sudden it just sparks from within to without. The fire grows, the moving flows, the waves no longer crash and burn, but instead connect one to another, one to another. 'Cause we are all in this together, all in this together, joining one by one in the universal mind, joining one by one, remembering that we are always connected, always intertwined. Remembering the story of the unity. Remembering how we all went apart just to come together. Went apart just to come together. Together again, together again. The story of a billion suns coming together as one. Thank you.
Wonderful. Zoe, thank you so much. That was wonderful. So cool. Zoe, how did, if you want to share, just take a second and come back, but I was going to ask, how did that feel? So.
It felt amazing because I usually, when I do anything that's flow, I do it alone or like only with my closest friends. So now it felt really good, and I just feel very open, and I could feel like the flow of energy, just like it was coming together. So yeah, thank you for this space. Yeah, it's very amazing. Very grateful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing your energy to it. Yeah, no, it's inspiring watching everybody here because everyone's got like their own styles and versions of expression. So that was really cool. So thank you. Thank you, Zoe. That was wonderful. Yeah. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, even now that you kind of do it, it's just like, it's just like, I could keep going. Like I could do more of this. Like I could do this again. Like I'm ready to like kind of jump back in sort of thing. So again, it's kind of, that's the idea is like, once you kind of do it, it's almost as if, you know, we're like this being that's kind of like got like this like husk of like kind of crustiness on us, and then we kind of start moving and it kind of like starts breaking off, and then eventually we become like this like liberated being. We're just like, oh, like it feels good to move. And so from moving from that kind of like to expansion, you know, that's kind of what we're experiencing here through vocal practice as well. So yeah, you know, like reclaiming the power of our voice is so important, right? You know, like it's literally something where us speaking literally, like, you know, it like changes our internal energy systems as well. So that's where, you know, people talk about the chakra tonings and the mantras and just vibrations and humming and everything like that. I know Neil, you were doing your presentation the other day and you were talking about like the importance of just humming as well, and how that actually kind of like releases some chemicals in the brain and everything. So it's like, I think literally, you know, just watching you do that, Zoe, and everybody else, like when we do it, like you can see that like it literally like shifts our energy in the moment, you know, like kind of like releases chemicals within our brain where it's like, oh, like that felt good. It felt good to vocalize, to talk, to sing, and to again kind of just like move into that place that we might have been like, oh, like that was new but exciting. So yeah. Cool, awesome. Well, Zoe, thank you again, and again, we'll keep going around here, and I'm okay keeping things open for a little bit longer. I know there's a couple more people that have joined in. Welcome to Sun as well. And yeah, if you guys feel like you want to jump in for some practice, singing, spoken word, poetry, flowetry, whatever version you guys want to do, more than welcome to. So Jessica, we can pass it over to you next. So Jessica, when you're ready, pass it over to you, Jessica, and show love for Jessica. Show love.
Okay, I'm not gonna freestyle, but I'll read what I wrote today. I had a long night, long day. I actually threw up like 2 hours ago. I was fine, and then I started getting a bunch of stuff, and I was just nauseous, so I threw up, and then I fell asleep. So only time will tell. Will I make it through to the other side? Will I finally live, not just survive? Living a life through a secret, surrounded by walls that won't forget. Release me, let me go. Can't do this anymore. Pain so deep at the bottomless well. Praying for green and a crystal clear gleam. So tired, so tired. When will this expire? Life is too short, they say. Only the good die young? A questionable existence? Tell me how long of a stint this is. Control, controlled, controller. Why can't it just be simple? When will I be able to think without feeling it? Gone off the deep end, sick of this shit. Want to live a movie? Try to just forget it. Balled up so tight, try with all my might, makes no difference. Sun comes up, I have no choice but to stay. A wreck in my head, slammed into a gate, opened the abyss, let the space dust integrate. Written in the stars, how could they know? Impossible history, ripped open in one blow. Still my lines are crossed, I try to understand why. He burns my soul into sterilized ash, the ability to restart, rekindle the past. Still smoldering from the last. Broken like shattered glass, use copper to rewire your tracks. That's a lot of work, don't get lost in the trash. Why do I care so fucking much? Why did I light this match? Listening for the word, once started, won't be stopped. This will end, all will live on forever, most definitely. Life will live on forever and ever. Amen. I've got a lot on my mind, babe. That's all I got.
Thank you, Jessica, for sharing, and again, just acknowledging like the rawness of what you shared there. And again, you know, it's not something we can, as much as you feel you want to be able to talk about it, we're in a space to do it. But again, you know, here in this space, like most importantly, just being able to see you and to just be able to listen to you is, you know, something that we can offer as well. So thank you for sharing that, Jessica, and sending you so much love. So. Okay. All right. Jessica, if there's anything else you want to share, you're more than welcome to. But again, we can keep passing it around whenever you feel. Okay.
Just thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's a process.
Yeah, and thank you again for being here and for showing up and for your courage as well, Jessica. You know, it's like that's the thing, you know, like we see, like we become, you know, expressions are like we are walking art, and I'm not saying that to like sometimes people can sort of like what I mean by that is, again, you know, like our way of being, art inspires people. So when I say we are walking art, the way we live our life can become a way for us to be able to inspire people simply by being. So again, you know, just listening to whether it be Jessica or any of us, when we're in those moments where we're like communicating our rawness, which I think spoken word and poetry gets us really close to that edge where, like, I feel like it's a very, very powerful way for, like I said, to articulate the soul's feelings and expressions and catharsis and everything like that. And again, you know, it becomes a very, very powerful way for us to be able to like bare our soul, but thus in doing so, it allows others to be able to see that and to be able to see the courage that it takes to do that. And again, and to just be able to kind of like see themselves in that we all kind of create this idea of like, it's like, oh, we all got it figured out and stuff like that. It's like, no, we are all fractured divine is a term that I like to say. And we're all healing and we're all helping each other. And again, you know, if sharing our poetry is a little thing that we can do to be able to help hold space for that expression, and through that expression healing as well, then again, I think it's a very, very powerful thing for us to be able to do as community. So Jessica and everybody else, I appreciate everybody just being here and holding space for that. So it's the power of creating a space for poetry and everything like that. You know, it's what comes up will come up, what needs to come up will come up, sort of thing. So yeah. Okay, all right, let's keep things moving along here. Again, we'll keep an eye on the time. We'll say maybe about 15 more minutes, give or take, and then we'll conclude the circle here. Anybody else who wants to be able to jump in, please, by all means, go ahead and let us know. Yeah, Leeza, go ahead, and then anybody else who hasn't gone yet, feel free to let us know afterwards as well. So yeah, go ahead, Leeza. Yeah.
So I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote a couple weeks ago, and then we'll see. I might go off from there. But here I go. It's okay to let go. It's okay, no, you're not alone. It's okay to have fears, relinquish control and shed some tears. I love you unconditionally. 1, 2, 3, now repeat after me. I love me unconditionally. I trust myself and I am worthy. I love me unconditionally. I trust myself and I am worthy. I know you are going through it. It's not hard. It's to find out who you're with. Look inside your soul, you'll see who you are and what you can be. Find your way when you are strong. You know what you need to do to go on. Find out it's inside your soul. Let the light shine in through your door. When you want to walk away, looking forward is the way. If the door is closing now, open the window and scream now.
Beautiful. Show love for Leeza. That was good, Leeza. You could, like, I'm assuming it was probably like halfway through there was when you kind of transitioned into the freestyle and stuff like
You
that.
could tell a little bit, but
It was
no,
good. It was good. The transition was quite seamless, honestly. Like, yeah. I mean, again, you know, from us, it's like we don't know. So yeah, you carried it quite well, and the very, very powerful message. And thank you for feeling called to share that right now. Again, you know, I think that's such a powerful thing when it's like, whoa, this isn't just art. Like, this is actually like expressing like real soul experiences and important messages. So again, you know, just us doing this little chat here, this little circle here, I hope it inspires us to feel inspired to be able to bring this content into our Instagrams, our TikToks, our YouTube, other events that we might be hosting down the road as well. You know, it's so powerful. So cool. How did that feel, Leeza, for you?
it was really cool. Like, it's something that was a song, and the tune was something that I really resonated with, and it was like inside of me, and like it just feels so good to like share it, and it was just like opening, and it was like, thank you.
I love it. I can still hear the tune in my head. Yeah, like finding those tunes and those rhythms, like, yeah, you know, like that's honestly like just us like humming and everything like that is such a powerful way to just kind of like, you just hum and then you keep kind of playing around with that until eventually like a tune arises out of that, you know? So yeah, the music is already inside of us. Like, we are music, you know? So it's just, you are the instrument. The universe is like playing itself through you. So cool. Okay, just checking in. Anybody else who hasn't shared yet, if you would like to be able to share, Neil, did you want to jump in real quick, Neil? Otherwise, again, we'll just keep things open. Sun has their hand up. So
I can go whenever.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Sun, if you want to unmute your microphone, you're welcome to go, and whether or not you want to come on camera is optional. So Sun, go ahead and unmute your microphone, and we'll show some love to Sun. Show love. Welcome, Sun. There's Sun.
Okay, I'm making myself do this. um, I thought I was late, but it turns out I was right on time. At the end of the day, the flow can only be mine. It's a happy day. There was beautiful weather. The more I let myself go, the higher I float like a feather. Weightless now, just to be me, just to be you, the water and the trees, just to be the flowers, and hey, just to be the fleas. Total self-acceptance might bring me to my knees. I thought I was late, but I was right on time. At the end of the night, when the silence is mine, I can feel the essence. I can feel the love. I can feel the strength from below and above. I can feel my future, and I know that I'm enough. I can see myself in every face, reflecting back that love. If I sit here and flow, then I know I'm being tough. But the toughest act is really to trust. Thanks.
Wow. Awesome. Great job. Thank you, son. Man, like, see, that's the thing, right? Like there were some gems that came through there. Like that's, whew, that's cool. Son, how did that feel for you? And I'm glad you were able to show up right on time. So
Yeah, it felt good. My face feels really hot. Um, yeah, no, it was really good. I think it's really important for myself and anyone who feels similarly to start to share and just like get in the habit of jumping in, you know, because that's gonna, like you said before, get the crust off. And afterwards, it feels really good. You feel like you did something, even if it was scary, you did it. And yeah, you surprise yourself. Like, I didn't know that those little gems would come out. I'm just like, okay, let's do it. And so it feels good. Thank you for creating this space.
awesome. Thank you guys as well. Yeah. And again, you guys keep letting me know if this is something where it's just like, yes, let's keep doing that, then we'll keep doing that. I can't say for sure certain whether it'll be every week, but again, even if I'm not hosting it, if other people can host it, like that's really cool, one way or another. But I think we can definitely acknowledge the importance of doing something like this. So it's very, very cool. And I hope more people find out about this. So cool. So yeah, even if anybody here, if you guys like have a friend you want to invite, just pass on the word. So okay, well, Neil, we can pass over to you, and we'll get close to wrapping it up soon. Anybody else who wants to jump in, just go ahead and let us know. And Rachel has their hand up, so I think Neil, I think we'll pass over to Rachel, and then from there we'll just go around and anybody else who wants to jump in. So Rachel, you're welcome to go next. So again, if you want to unmute your microphone, you can hold the talking stick, and welcome again to Rachel. So let's show some love to Rachel. Show love. So.
Hi. I'm just gonna take a moment. I hid my anxiety for so long, I didn't even know. I had so many friends, and I said, no, I'm not them. I don't have anxiety. I'm not going crazy about grades and worrying. I was so unaware, and I pushed it down so much. Hidden, it was hidden from me, hidden from the world and the light. It took all my might to let it out, even the times that I didn't succeed when I thought I had the creativity and voice to show up. And I didn't. I'm grateful for those moments. The why am I not doing what I said I would do? Showing up, being on time, showing the world me. Like Sun said, I was never late. It was part of my path, my journey, to shed light, to show awareness to me. Recognition is key. Discovery and learning and knowledge. And then comes the stepping out, the courage, the power. I was in my garden today just pulling some weeds, and it just unlocked so much in me. Because that's what I'm doing. I've planted so many seeds. Manifestation of my thoughts and being me doesn't have to be conscious, because I'm already a conscious being, conscientious, just being me. And I have created so much. That's why I'm here now. That's how I am here now. I appreciate all of you so much. I just kept breathing and yawning the whole time. Just more unlocking happening, because it's all inside of me already. I just step out with the key. Okay.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. Very heartfelt. So that's wonderful. Cool. Rachel, if you want to, do you want to share how you're feeling right now, Rachel? We'll kind of create that as like an option every time someone does it. You guys are welcome to. It's not expected though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just smiling. Like I was on last time, and that was like the first like just jumped in and like made a huge splash. And I'm just like glad that it was much easier. And I kept sitting the whole time being like, I know I have something to say, but I really don't know, because there's so many different thoughts and avenues. And it wasn't like coming together in my mind at all. And like some people, it works that way. It's part of my identity thing that I'm releasing. I thought I was an introvert. I really thought I was an introvert, and I'm not. Like it's already, yeah, I'm do a lot of outward processing. And so I just kept getting inspired and then took action, and I'm just really happy.
It's beautiful to hear you say that. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here for two in a row. And again, like imagine what it'll be like when, again, for each of us, when we just start doing more and more of these, and then again, even just for new people who are joining in for the first time, we'll be able to look at them and be able to be like, I was where you were, like you'll make it too. So yeah,
Definitely.
awesome. That was cool. I love that. There was a line that you had in there, and it was like, oh, what was it? It was about like pulling weeds and parts of me or something. I forget what it was, but there was something in there that was like, oh, that was I mean, it was all good, but I just remember that part in itself because it's like, oh, that was a good one. So good thing we record these. So, like that's honestly like some of the things. Yeah, planting seeds and pulling weeds is definitely, yeah, and I mean that's the thing, right? Like sometimes with the Flowetry, like if we're not recording it, it's like such an in the moment thing where it's just like, whoa, that was gold, and then it's just kind of like that's the magic of it. It's like it's gone, it was there, and then you kind of get inspired to want to do it again as well. So but yeah, well, I'll post a recording for this up on YouTube for those of you who want to go back and maybe listen to yourself as well, which is something I encourage you to go back and be like, oh, okay, that was interesting to hear myself do it as well. So cool. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on the time, so we'll go around with any other just kind of like last ones, and I might finish it off just with I'll do like a little song for you guys just for fun. Neil, I know you wanted to jump in. Anybody else want to be able to jump in before we close things off here? You guys are more than welcome to. Again, this is a space for you, so if you feel like doing one more round or something like that, you guys are more than welcome to. So last call, anybody else feel like doing one more before we wrap it up today? Zoe, are you thinking about it? Was it kind of feeling it? You're welcome to. It's totally cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, well, how about we do Neil, and then Neil after that, if anybody else wants to jump in, you guys can feel it out. So cool. All right, Neil, you want to jump in next?
Yep.
All right, go for it, dude.
I just want to say that actually my freestyle raps that I've recorded are probably, for me myself, I think are my best rap songs ever. Just because when you're freestyling in the moment, it's a completely different energy than reciting something that you've said before. You can master it and perform it very well. I'm attempting to do that, but really, I feel like you were saying, Brandon, that a lot of gems come out in these freestyles is because it's just a free flow, and so many intricate words and sentences are made. So it's just like I've been trying for 6 months to transcribe my freestyles, but they're so freaking fast, and like the transcriber can't keep up with it. So it's like I can't. I'm trying to transcribe my freestyle so I can start actually making them into flows, and that's how good the freestyle stuff is. And I know a lot of rappers actually that freestyle, and most of their actual written stuff is them transcribing their freestyles and just making it into more of a structure. Okay, so I'm gonna do a few poems. Tears slowly fall down from heaven. Touch five sensory being. Hear this life scream for healing, locking vibrational frequencies so unlock essence with the keys. The fragrance of roses, an existence worth living. Asking, begging, giving. Karmically tied obligation, heart is bleeding. Concrete constructs cave captivity created by my mind. I believe all is forgiven in one breath. Wind and fire, passion and desire, who am I? Thoughts I do not own, sexual impulses, shameful being, still evolving, ever growing, still haven't accomplished anything, only remembers being pushed and shoved, unconditional conditioning, so that I can be remembering all the past has created my now. Embrace the self I loathe. I took the cosmic oath. Pain, struggle, and woes. I know. Who am I? Who am I? Who are we? We are the ancient ones. Down the halls of creation, the golden chariots, the craft, the celestial craft taking us from planet to planet, from black hole to black hole, from world to world, from wormhole to wormhole, through quantum travel and warp speed, we arrive to this planetary body. And we come here. Who are we? Well, we are the ancient ones. We seeded this planet so that you could evolve, so you can become sentient, and that you can know your own soul. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? We are all part of the ancient ones. We are fragmentations of the source, experiencing itself in multiple forms. That's why I can no longer conform. I have to go against the norm because the crystal children are now being born. You see, I was sworn into this nation until my hair grays, until they lift the stone into place where my cold, dark grave, where my bodily remains will be clamped and portrayed, never to be sane over again. But that's okay, because in my culture, they believe in cremation. put my energy up into the heavens, and I know that this destruction that we've created in this world has to be recycled one day, and the destruction will stop, and we can put our hands together and pray, but not for the lack mentality, but for the gratitude of this energy that this planetary system has blessed upon all of us. Over the past few years, I've had a lot of struggle trying to trust. And that is what my intention is now, to put it in front of me so that I can understand how I can still have compassion for all these people in the world, even though I keep being reminded of why I can't trust. We must evolve, and that is a must. So I know that I must do my role in this planetary body, even though sometimes I feel like I've been doing this for too long and I get tired. The only way that we can ascend is if we rewire the programming that has been sent to us. I've been spent, but this world where I felt I couldn't trust will now be sent back into the central black hole, the central sun, from the days of old that the Mayans talked about, where the god would sit, and the sun god isn't the sun from our own solar system, but it's the sun in the central one that is 8 million Earth suns vibrating so high that you can't even see anything because it's like the Zeus energy. That's why I'll always release and be and release my energy.
Wow, dude. That was awesome, man. You could tell you were like deep in the zone there. How'd that feel, dude? How you feeling right now?
That's really good. Should have meditation right there.
Listening to that was a meditation, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's cool. Yeah, I love like when we do that, like literally again, you know, like listening to Neil and stuff like that, like it's so much like this kind of like this, like, I don't know, it's very like we're connecting into like this very like ancient wisdom when we kind of do that. You know, we like hear stories of old kind of coming through the things that we say and stuff. So dude, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much. You're like, again, we're all students here, but I definitely look up to you as like someone, as an example, just to just be like, oh, this is what's possible. Any, you know, we can all kind of work towards that. So in the same way Neil inspires me, I'm sure each of us here, you know, inspire one another as well. So yeah, that's cool.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that beyond words, man. Thank you.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. And yeah, happy to be able to support and let people know about the awesome things you guys are doing. And check out MC Resonance on YouTube for more of Neil's work. Neil, you can post your, or I'll post your links into the Zoom chat if you want me to. We'll put them into the YouTube chat as well. So cool. Sweet. Okay. Let's get close to wrapping it up. Zoe, did you want to give it another go?
Yep, I'll do it.
All right, cool. And then if anybody else does want to jump in after Zoe, let me know, and then I'll finish it off with a song once everybody else is gone. So let's hold space for Zoe and show love when you're ready, Zoe.
I am grounding, I am finding my feet once again. I am grounding, I have long forgotten the magic. I am grounding, and as I ground, I feel myself fall into the crystalline structure of the earth. Fall into the crystalline structure of the earth. And as I explore the caves that I found, the magic in me feels like I have found myself. I found the truth that remains throughout all of the lifetimes and all of the versions. And within this cave, I feel all these versions coming together. We merge as we discover the magic. We merge as we discover the flow. We merge as we remember all of the magic that this earth has to offer. And yes, there is pain, and yes, there is suffering, and yes, all the anxieties sometimes makes you want to cry, but hey, there comes a time when all of this shall combine and reemerge within the fire, within the flame. We all fly. And as all the old versions of ourselves die, we release them and our wings can grow. And as these wings grow, we remember the magic. Remember the magic. Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. Zoe, again, just as a kind of format, how are you feeling? How'd that feel for you?
Feels good. Feels like I'm releasing, like, I'm removing a layer of dust. And like I felt like as I was moving through it, like my ego wanted to like stop me so many times from moving forward. And I was like, no, this is not the right word. And like I tend to overthink the next thing. And it just felt nice to be like, no, it doesn't have to be perfect. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the flow. And like as I was doing it, I was just remembering how like literally it feels magical to be able to express, just like freely express. So yeah, that was beautiful.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful to hear you say that. And yeah, and again, like that's where just listening to you talk and what we were talking about earlier, really being able to approach this like a meditation. This is an act of self-awareness. So as we're doing this, yeah, if everybody here like lean into those parts where you feel yourself being like, oh, like I need to stop, or oh, this isn't good enough and stuff like that. And just kind of like gently just kind of be like, it's okay. Like it's okay. You're not in control here. Like my soul is kind of trust the the trajectory of the soul, and then just kind of continue to move forward. Whereas like the ego, it's kind of like this, like it's always kind of like pulling at you and nudging, be like, no, you can't do this. And it's just like, trust, move forward, let go. So it's very, very cool. It's a very powerful way to kind of shift our relationship with ourselves as well. So it's an act of self-love. So proud of you guys. It's been really cool. So, all right, should we finish it off with a little song, unless anybody else feels like they really, really want to be able to jump in, which is totally fine. If anybody else is just like, yeah, I want to do one more shot, you guys are more than welcome to. And again, I encourage you guys to like practice, in addition to just writing poetry, but even just practice Flowetry just out on your own, while you're out for a walk, just kind of do it and then just see what happens, right? So last call, anybody else? All right. Okay. So I'll play a little ditty for you guys using my Merlin. That's the name of the instrument. It's literally called just a Merlin. It's not properly tuned, but that's okay. I'll still make the most of it. So, all right, my intention here is just to be able to make like some sort of like uplifting, inspirational song for us here. So we'll finish off after this one. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. So. Oh, I think that you're pretty awesome. And I really want to sing you this song. Because I like the way you smile, and I like the way you sing, and I like the way you dance and do all of those things, and I like the way you write, and I like the way you paint, and I like the way that you're the one that will always be there to wait for when I'm late, because that's what friends are for. And I'm just here to show you the door to your limitless potential of all all the things you can be, because I don't just think you're awesome. In fact, I think you're bigger than infinity. If there was another word for awesome, you would fill it up, because oh my goodness, you truly fill my cup. Because I like the way you smile, and I like the way you sing, and I like the way you dance and do all of those things that make your heart smile. It makes mine smile. It makes our heart smiles when we do the things. Do the things, when we do the things that remind us of how awesome we are. Children of the stars, here to go real far, to create the stories that will change this world. And so I think you're awesome, just the way you are. I like the way you sing, and sometimes when you drive cars late into the night, as we listen to the songs that come through our heart, as we sing them all night long. So sing your song, so that others can hear the music that's inside them. It's always so near, and I could stay up all night with you, just hanging out, my friends, reminding us of all the things that truly make us awesome. Cool, I'll finish out there. I feel like I could have just kept going there, but it's so great. So. That was fun. That was my I guess that song's called "I Think You're Awesome" or something. I don't know. So, so how was that, guys? Did you like it? Was that
It was
fun?
great. I loved it.
Got tears to my eyes. So
Like straight up?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's like some heart magic right there.
Want that to be my like alarm in the morning.
Oh yeah, wake up to that. Just like
That's funny. That's great.
that could be a song. Yeah, I might release that one as my.
That's a good idea.
That could be a thing. So yeah, I might just clip that and put it on the IG and just be like, I don't know. So, but yeah, no, like honestly, it's fun for me because like I said, you know, like singing hasn't been something that I've had a lot of experience and practice with, but I'm just like, oh, like I like singing. I like being able to hear what I sound like when I sing. I like being able to kind of like just I don't know. It's another version of storytelling. It's another form of creative expression. So again, me doing this and you guys holding space, like for me, it's kind of again just kind of like clearing the dust, clearing the the gunk that's kind of been put on me. That's just like, oh, like you can't sing or something like that. But again, it's just practice, and yeah, we get better at it the more we do it. So yeah. Sun is saying download Smool. Smool is like an app and practice with me. Yeah. Sun, any tips that you have, please by all means feel free to share them with myself or the group and stuff like that. So yeah. No, we got a lot of talent here. So yeah, Smool is a karaoke app. That's right. So cool. All right. Anybody else want to just be able to, we'll just go around the circle real quick. If anybody just wants to be able to express any gratitude and any feedback on how this circle was for them. If you guys, how did this help? How do you feel gone through it? How do you feel coming out of it? Feel free to communicate that, and then we'll just wrap it up real quick. So if anybody just wants to express any closing gratitude, Jessica and then Leeza. Yep. Go ahead, Jessica. See. Oh, yeah, Jessica, you can go ahead and if you want to jump in. Oh, okay, awesome. I just saw Jessica's comment there. It says, "Was awesome, everyone." Thank you, Jessica. All right, Leeza, did you want to just go ahead?
Thank you guys. Honestly, like coming in, it was like I felt like I was kind of like in a little bit of a rough day and had some energy that was just kind of all bundled up, and this allowed me to just break free of that and just thank you, because you guys are so supportive and loving, and hearing all of your different styles and all of the words that you guys said, like it just is inspiring and amazing. And so thank you. You're awesome.
You're awesome. You're awesome too, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Anybody else who feels called to share, please, by all means, you guys can just go ahead and unmute yourself whenever you're ready. Yeah, Neil, go for
I'll
it.
share. Yeah. This is pretty awesome. I mean, like, this is a workshop in the truest sense of what a workshop would ever be, you know? Like, you definitely, like, the way you guide people, bro, so freaking good. Like, my hat's off to you, man. Like, you're so good at what you do. And the support that you offer everybody and just us all coming together, like, I don't know, I feel the same way as Leeza. Like, I had a rough day too, and now I feel like that energy is actually flowing through me. And now I'm going to go outside and be in the sun a little bit, where I was just going to stay in because I was like not feeling good, you know? So I think that this is definitely needed. Even if people don't show up for it, they just don't know they need it. You know what I mean? So we just got to let people know about it, get them in here.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, man. And yeah, I can't do it without you guys. So thank you for like holding space for me to hold space, and we're all growing together here. And yeah, no, I totally encourage you guys, like, again, you know, big part of what I do within Paradigm Shift is like helping support you guys in creating your own events. So whether they be Flowetry or some sort of event that encourages creative expression and everything like that, absolutely here for it. So cool. Zoe, go ahead. If you want to share anything, by all means.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, today was one of those days for me where I didn't feel like speaking at all. I barely spoke all day long, and I didn't think that I would be able to let anything out of me. I thought, like, even if I did, it would only be sound, like a nice melody or something. But hearing all of you come before me and like feeling how it all came together, and it just inspired me to like try and do it and like go for it. And yeah, I am just very, very grateful for this space, and very grateful for how it all comes together, and like how awesome we all are. Like, it's the word of the day. But yeah, just very grateful, very happy that I joined. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Like I'm just gonna now I'm gonna be like hyper aware of the fact that I say awesome probably like way more than I need to, but I like it. It's a good word. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Zoe. And I'm glad again, especially for joining the first time, and you stepped right in. So thank you again. That was awesome. So anyways, okay. All right. Sun, did you want to share anything? I can see your hand up. Please, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to send you all lots of love and gratitude for being here in this space. And to everyone who showed up, like, kudos. You are showing some real extreme courage. You are being a hero, because you're literally getting online with a bunch of strangers and free flowing and standing in your vulnerability and holding space for other people and also for yourself. And that is definitely awesome. So thank you. I am loving all of your victories here today. That's it for me. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Son. Yes. Many victories today, indeed. Everybody who was here, we all leveled up together. So congratulations. Cool. Anybody else who want to share? Thank you again, everyone, for joining. So yeah, we'll just we'll get into wrapping it up. So yeah, again, just before we'll just do like a quick little like breath thing in a second. Again, you guys let me know if this is something that we definitely want to do more of. I'm totally up for it, whether it's every week or whatever. I'll kind of keep you updated. Most of you are already connected. If you're watching this in the future, make sure you connect to the Paradigm Shift Central Discord. That's one of the best ways to get up to date with not only my events, but other events that other people are doing in the community that are either free to join or ticketed or ticketed events or otherwise. And yeah, again, for everybody here, even for those of you watching in the future, I am more than happy to be able to receive any PayPal contributions. You guys are more than welcome to support that way. You guys can also support by checking out my item shop. That's where I got the crystals and stuff. You can support by joining in the Patreon, which is a monthly membership. And that's where, again, you can even decide to host your own events and we'll help curate and promote it. And again, even just feel free to tell a friend. Like, your support in all forms is equally appreciated. And just you embodying this energy and carrying it with you is enough. So thank you again, everyone, for just being here and for holding space and supporting each other as we grow. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to doing more of these. And as much as I'm looking forward to doing it so that I can continue to grow, I'm really looking forward for us to do it so that we can bring people in who have not experienced this yet, so that they can be able to be like, oh, this is something really cool, and to like hold space for others as we see them kind of like dissolve the dust, dissolve that crusty husk that would again, I think we all kind of experience in some form or another. So cool. I'll post the links real quick just in the Zoom chat for those of you again, which is like the team chat, the Patreon, PayPal, and the item shop. So feel free to check those out. And yeah, let's just finish off with a quick little just like mindful breath. Don't even have to call this a meditation. We'll just take a moment here, just inviting everyone as we close off this circle, this sacred circle. Just take a few breaths here. And soft, gentle exhales. And as you breathe here, just bringing your awareness to gratitude. Gratitude for yourself for showing up. Gratitude for the others for being here. Gratitude for the expressions that we got to share tonight. I'm just inviting you to take a moment here to be able to reflect within your heart. Why are you grateful that you showed up tonight? Answer that question within your own heart. Why are you grateful that you showed up tonight? Just answer that to yourself. I am grateful I showed up tonight because ... Beautiful. Just take one more moment here as you breathe, embodying this inspiration that we've cultivated here as a team, as a community, knowing that we'll carry it with us throughout our evening, throughout our day, and throughout the weeks to come. Beautiful. Maybe with a gentle smile on your face, you can give yourself a hug for showing up. Just giving yourself that self-love. When you're ready, gently bringing your awareness back to your physical body, you can slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, release your hug, gently open your eyes, and return your awareness to the space around you. So beautiful. Cool. All right. Well, I'll stop the recording in a second, and then I'll keep the room open just for a couple minutes. If anybody just wants to debrief or anything, or just hang out for a couple more minutes, I'll let you guys just kind of socialize after the meeting as well. And then after that, we'll close the room. So along with everybody else here, thank you for those of you who are watching this in the future. All the links you need are in the info down below. And yeah, stay tuned for more Flowetry workshops. And I'm looking forward to being able to do them together with more amazing people such as yourself. So everybody here, feel free to say thank you for joining. For everybody watching this in the future, thanks for joining, everyone. We love you guys. Bye. Until next time, cool. Keep on flowing.